When you're diagnosed, you all of a sudden hear of a lot of people who have had cancer, and what you really want to find out is who are the people who have lived through the treatment.
Because it's not an easy journey by any means, and it's not just the patient that's affected. All the family members, all your friends, everybody's affected.
When you felt like your world was crumbling just from even hearing the C word, you know, you felt like the little pieces of the puzzles falling apart. The foundation, the medical team who are just so passionate about what they do actually start helping you putting that pieces of the puzzle together.
They were just always there to answer questions, just be very supportive and compassionate.
My name is Trish Quinn. I was first diagnosed with cancer July 2007.
I'm Yasmin Vergy, and I've been involved with breast cancer supportive care for 2 years now.
My name is Sherry Divincentis, and it's been over 3 years since my diagnosis.
I think that the foundation was crucial in Noelle's healing. Up until that point, I mean, there's a lot of appointments, there's a lot of very clinical appointments that resulted in, I think, more confusion and fear than answers and comfort.
Oncologists are great. They do a fantastic job for what they're doing. They're killing little dangerous cells in your body. But there's the emotional side of the treatment.
The foundation, first of all, put me in touch with the fact that people could survive, and that you could have something like cancer and come back from it better than you were prior to having it.
Gave us hope and a real sense of that Noelle was going to beat this thing.
When we were told I had cancer at our GP, she just rubbed her arm and said, "You'll get through this one way or the other. Would you like a moment, or would you like to leave now?" And my husband and I went down to our basement and we just cried and cried because we thought it was the end of the road. Breast cancer supportive care, like I said, was, I can't say more than a haven. It was a place that gave us a second chance maybe at life.
My name is Darcy Fogo.
My name is Noelle Fogo-Lamoureux. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in February of 2008.
My name is Debbie Jackson, and I've been involved with a foundation with breast cancer supportive care for 2.5 years.
Whenever I left the offices, I came out with renewed hope. And that was huge. With renewed hope, because I just didn't know where, you know, I was at that time.
My family members that have gone to the foundation are also grateful. Like they walked out of there feeling better, and they felt like I did, that I was going to be okay.
The biggest support for my family and loved ones has really been knowing that they don't have to emotionally sort of support me alone.
At that point, I felt I could have a little more control back in my life. My name's Deborah Kokolikio. I'm a breast cancer survivor for 4 years now.
The treatment itself was a really rough time, and I'm thinking that my ship's going to sink, and they were telling me that I was going to be okay to stay the course, and if the weather pattern changed, they kind of changed with it. They moved with me, so they were really on board with me this whole time.
My name is Kathy Lockerbie, and I first joined the foundation in July of 2009.
My name is Allison Coetz, and I've been with breast cancer supportive care for 5 years, and I'm cancer-free.
I don't have kids, I don't have a husband, and I was kind of different than everybody else, it seems, that had breast cancer, because I felt like I was alone. I had family, but I didn't have my own family that had to deal with it.
It was all the little tips that got her through it. The stuff that you try to Google and you get 5 different answers off the computer and you don't know what's the right answer. These people are directly involved with it, and they know what works and they know what doesn't work. And it's just spot on advice every time.
The biggest thing that they did for me was pull in my reins, and they said, okay, you can't do everything. You're gonna get, you're gonna wear yourself out. It's best to prioritize, and they kind of taught me how to deal with it.
The foundation provided a network of supportive personnel and services that was unparalleled. From the beginning, it made sure that Polly did not fall through the cracks.
I was focusing on dying. That's all I could think about, is that I was going to die. And my biggest fear in my life has always been, as a single mom, leaving my children. And it had come true, and I couldn't function. And I went to see them there, and it just felt this weight lift off me that I wasn't going to die. And from there, they saw me through getting back to my life.
We've had people in our community that haven't had the happy endings, and you tend to focus on that. And when you see the people that make it and you focus on that, that's what gets you through it.
My name is Colin Lumby.
My name's Polly Lumby, and I'm 2 years out from diagnosis.
My name's Scott Whiteside.
My name is Shauna Whiteside, and I refuse to remember the date that I was diagnosed.